the Live with Diabetes 180, and we have our guest Farmer D in the house. So I just want to give it a reminder for everybody as they're joining on. We are streaming live on multiple platforms. So Facebook and YouTube on different accounts. So we're not going to see everybody's, or I should say, everybody's not going to see each other's chat conversations. We can see yours. So let us know who you are, where you're watching from, so we can greet you. We like to always greet our faithful viewers. If you have questions for Farmer D about garlic or about his business with black garlic, then this is your opportunity to ask. So, don't be shy. If you have questions about, what are the health properties of garlic, this is your guy right here.
We're going to try.
Okay.
Do our best.
Yeah, that's right. Garlic, man, nature's herb, vegetable, right? It's a vegetable, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. we use it as an herb.
As an herb, yeah. So herb and
Mm-hmm.
vegetable, time tested, time approved. I think it's probably, one of the most ancient of medicinal foods that we've known has many health properties, on top of the fact of tasting great. So we're going to give people opportunity to get to know what your specialty is with this black garlic stuff. This is something that I've enjoyed myself. Man, it's delicious.
Yeah, well, good.
To start it off, I think, the best thing to start off is letting people know who you are and your work as a farmer. Farmers work hard. A lot goes into farming. And it seems like Farmer D, your family goes back generations when it comes to farming. Can you tell us a little bit about what personally got you involved in farming and your family business in farming?
Well, first, I want to thank you, Lewis, for inviting me, and I want to thank the guests for coming on and listening to us tonight. Basically, our family has been farming for generations. I grew up on a small farm. My father used to have cows. We had pigs. And, at that time in the 60s, everybody had a garden. You reap what you sow. That's where the term came from. You get out there, you work hard, you plant something, and in the fall you canned it, and that's what you had to hold you through the winter. You had root cellars, and we need to get back to that, because as you know, and as well as our viewers, a lot of our health issues come because of the foods that we eat. A lot of foods are genetically modified. A lot of foods have preservatives in them. A lot of foods have been dyed, and the food is not killing us. It's what they're actually doing to the food that's killing us. And we need to get back to that. We want to eat pretty food, but pretty food is not necessarily healthy food.
Wow.
But yeah, I remember working in the garden. My first garden, I actually dug up with a grubbing hoe. I was probably about 7 years old. Poor people don't have tractors and don't have tillers, but these right here, this is my tiller right here.
That's a tiller right there.
Yeah, my tiller. Yeah.
It's old though. 7 years old. Young.
Yeah, just out there with a grubbing hoe, planting some tomatoes and at that time maybe some cucumbers or squash, something easy, and just loving it. You get to see exactly where your food come from. You get to really enjoy the benefit of it. And from that, you would plant more, you would give some to our neighbors because, back then I lived in a neighborhood. I lived next door to my grandmother's house. My cousin lived behind my grandmother. So we had a true neighborhood. So that's when everybody took care of everybody. If I had abundance of tomatoes, I made sure my cousin had some. If my cousin had an abundance of squash, he made sure we had. But that's what we had. We had a sustainable neighborhood, and we need to get back to that.
Community. I'm curious how many of our viewers actually have a garden. Unfortunately, myself, man, like where I bought the house I bought had some some berries and had something grown. But my wife and I, man, we are horrible when it comes to gardening. We always had good intentions, man. We never went out there. They all died. Everything that was grown died. But we might have viewers who have gardens. I'm kind of curious. And you guys have gardens? Let us know in the chat if you have gardens. But so that's something you don't see anymore, right? You don't see, especially in communities where people actually are sharing the produce the work of their own hands with
Mm-hmm.
each other. You don't see that no more, huh?
Right. Yeah. Well, you don't have to have an acre or 5 acres to have a garden. If you have a rose bush, you can plant a tomato plant. If you have some any type of flowers, you can replace that and put herbs. You could put thyme there. You could put basil there. Depending on where you live, some of that will winter over. The
Nice.
thyme will winter over. The sage will winter over. The rosemary will winter over. And you really don't have to have a lot of space. You
Okay.
could really you could do the small micro farming.
Mhm.
And I don't have a big farm. I don't have acres, but you just got to know how to use the space that you have.
Start
And
small.
a lot of people are vertical. When I was growing up, we used to grow cucumbers, and the vines would run across the ground. Well, not anymore. You put up a fence, you let them go up. You know,
Ah,
this,
okay.
yeah. So you don't really need a lot of space. You just need to be smart with it. And
Nice.
then microgreens, that's a whole different level. You can grow microgreens on your kitchen counter or in your living room.
Mhm.
And the health benefit of microgreens are amazing. Microgreens could have 30 to 40 times the nutritional value of its parent plant. And
Plant, yeah.
only from the microgreen stage, it only takes 7 to 10 days. So
Wow.
why would you plant kale that takes 30 or 40 days to mature when you can plant a microgreen that you can grow it in 7 to 10 days and have 30 to 40 times the nutritional value in
Okay.
your house anytime
Yeah.
year round. Just have to be smart about it.
Very smart, man. I've heard a lot about using microgreens. I guess because microgreens are essentially like the infant stage of the plant,
It's the
where it's the
exact same seed.
most potent as far as
Most
health.
potent. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
So microgreens, yeah. So
Yeah.
man, nobody's. I asked the question if who has a garden, and nobody. This silence. Nobody has a garden. That's it for me.
Well, get it. They will by the end of this show. They will be motivated to
So you
start their
guys,
own
if
garden.
you were motivated, how many of you guys are motivated to start? I know winter time is probably a hard time to start.
Yeah.
So maybe we need to have a follow up on the spring
Yeah.
and the winter. But yeah, start small, like Farmer D says. But we need to start. We need to start having gardens. Let's make a plan next year, okay? For
Yeah.
us to
Well,
start.
now is when you plant.
Now,
I'm thinking about how many tomato plants I want to plant. I think about the herbs that I want to plant this year. Depends on where you live. Here, and for those of you who don't know, I live in Culpeper, Virginia. Some of my seedlings, some of my pepper plants or tomato plants, I might start as early as January, February. And of course that's inside.
yeah,
Maybe late February, and then now I have a high tunnel, which is it's the exact same thing as a greenhouse, except for it does not have an external source of heat. So you can start your crops in there earlier. The purpose of a high tunnel is for your winter crops. You can start them earlier, start them early. In the spring crops, you can start them early as well. So it extends your growing season. That's the good thing about that. Even now at night it might get 30 to 40 degrees, but in a high tunnel during the day it might be 50 degrees. But outside it'd be 50 degrees, but in a high tunnel it can be 80 degrees. And that's just Mother Nature. That's just the sun doing her thing. So you can use you obviously can't grow tomato plants or cucumbers in there, but you can do your winter greens. You can do your you can do your beets. You can do your turnips. You can do all your greens, your kale, and just like I said, and as well as some of your herbs. Parsley. I've had parsley winter over outside.
wow.
So parsley is another good herb. And then you grow it, and then you can dry it, and you can use it throughout the year.
Throughout the year, yeah, man, awesome. Now, obviously, guys, you guys who are watching, man, Farmer D has a lot of information, a lot of knowledge when it comes to starting a garden. Our topic, though, tonight is about garlic, so we're going to go into that. But as we're talking about garlic, if you guys have questions about gardening or starting a garden, definitely, Farmer D, we need to do this again and just focus on gardening for sure.
Yeah, we
But
can. We can circle back and talk
I
about
want
it. Sure.
I want the viewers to know that you guys have questions. He's got answers. Okay. Keith 46J said is happy to be here. We're happy to have you. Okay. So if you guys have questions as we go into our topic, go ahead, fire away. We're here to answer them. or at least Farmer D is.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah. Well,
garlic, man. Tell us about garlic. Why? How, what are the health properties of garlic?
well, the good thing about the garlic is good in general.
Yeah.
All garlic is good. But the bad part about garlic is the smell afterwards. You got the garlic breath, you got the garlic coming out of your pores. Um, but the benefit of black garlic, you don't have that. For
Mm,
those of you who have not heard or tasted black garlic, a lot of people, I've talked to people that I go to events and they're like, oh, yeah, we have some black garlic. We've had it before. I'm like, where did you buy it? He said, they told me, like, well, we have it in a shaker. I'm like, time out. That's not black garlic. That's just some black sand. And it doesn't taste anything like garlic. It's,
oh,
you don't really get the benefit of the true taste of it.
garlic.
True
Yeah.
black garlic is soft and it tastes something like between a date or a fig. It's very, very soft. And the health benefits about it, it helps lower your blood pressure. It helps with diabetes. It helps with inflammation. But the best part of black garlic is that you can eat it. I eat it in the morning like a vitamin. Yeah, it's just that sweet.
You could.
And
You can. I can see
yeah,
that. I'm not
yeah.
surprised. Yeah.
Matter of fact, I got some. I just happen to have some garlic right here.
Yeah, I got mine too, man. So, yeah, it's right here, man. Yeah, you hooked the
Yeah,
brother up, man.
yeah. But this is what black garlic is for those of you who've never seen black garlic. This is perfectly aged black garlic. You will see some black garlic in the stores, but I guarantee you it will not be this size. We have spent a lot of time perfecting our black garlic, working on the soil. The main thing is the soil. You have to feed the micronutrients in the soil so the garlic will have something to live off of. And we don't buy any seed from anybody else. All of our garlic comes from seed that we have produced and raised ourselves on site. We don't do any commercial fertilizers. We don't do any commercial sprays, anything. All we do is all organic, natural, holistic farming.
Very holistic. Very
Uh,
holistic.
yeah, and it takes a lot of time to do that because it's easier to just spray something on or spray some fertilizer on and
Mhm.
go about your business, but you're not going to get a nutrient dense produce, and that's what we focus on, to have a nutrient dense produce. And
Quality
when you taste it, you would definitely, you can tell the difference
difference. Yeah.
in the garlic that we have, and you can tell first of all by the size. Most of the garlic that I've seen out there are half this size, and most of the black garlic that you see is garlic that is made in China. And I'm just gonna leave it.
Really?
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it just like that.
It's almost the garlic I get in the stores. All the way
I'm not here to badge anybody. I'm just going to tell you how good mine is. Matter of fact, I'm not going to tell you how good it is. My customers, they can tell
Yeah,
you.
it speaks for
Yeah.
itself. Your black garlic
Yeah.
speaks for itself, my brother. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I was just a little bit skeptical. I was like, how good does this be? But when I tasted it at your table at the Veg Fest, I said, yo, this thing is the bomb. This is good. And
Yeah.
then when you offered to send me a whole box,
Yeah.
let me tell you a little story with that. I actually I live in North Carolina, okay?
Uh-huh.
And I don't want to down North Carolinians too much, but they're very traditional and into their traditions when it comes to food.
Mhm.
Getting a North Carolina eat something new, it's
Right.
very hard. So
I
especially
got some news for you. Not necessarily North Carolina.
Oh, all right, that's everywhere then, huh? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So my
Yeah.
colleagues at work, they're very typical, stereotypical North Carolinians. You talk about trying something new and don't say it's healthy. You talk about it's healthy. Don't say it's vegan. They're like, I ain't gonna try
Right.
that, bro. Dr. Burtis, nah, no way.
Mhm.
But I gave them some black garlic and they loved it, man. They're like, wow,
Yeah.
this is
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
So I was like,
Yeah.
wow, if they were convinced this is good, it must be good. I have a question for you though. So
Yes, sir.
traditional garlic that we know of, does it have all the same health properties then? Like, basically,
It does have the health properties, but when you age black garlic, and for those of you who don't know, it takes months. This is not done overnight. It takes months to do this.
Okay.
I don't. It's sweet naturally, but the process I use brings the sweetness out. I don't add anything to it. I just take I just take the moisture out. But you can't rush it. Yeah, it's a special time that it takes and a special temperature. If the time is too short or too long, or the temperature is too hot or too cold, it does not work. I can testify to that. I have buckets of it that did not work. Okay,
It took
and
some
even
time.
sometimes, yeah, and even sometimes, if I don't pay attention to it, I let it get away from me. It does not work. It'll be either too strong, it'll be too hard. So
Okay.
it's a really small window to get it to really come out to be like
Perfect.
this.
Yeah.
Again, the best thing about black garlic is that you can use it in so many ways. You can go to my website. Because I'm old school, I have to say www. I know you don't, you have to type it in, but I can't get away from it.
Yeah. Let me go.
www.farmerd-d.com.
Let me
Yeah.
go ahead and put that in the chat so people can see it too, and we'll give them the QR code at the end of the show. But it's right there in the chat, guys. You can get access to the website. And you probably answered Audrey's question. Audrey Timmons asks, "How can I grow black garlic?" So I think you probably talked about that.
Yeah, you can't grow it. You grow garlic and then you have to age it to make it black. When I first got into it, I said, okay, I just get me some black garlic seeds and put them in the ground.
Okay.
That's not the way it works. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But again, I don't put anything into my black garlic other than love. I put love into everything I do, but that's what makes the difference. Again, because I'll show you real quick here. It is actually soft and sticky. And what I put in the containers. I give you a little spoon because that's how I like to enjoy it. As you can see,
Let's see it. Yeah. Show the people, man, this deliciousness.
I just took it out of this clove right here. But
bring it close to the camera.
Yeah. Look.
Nice.
Look, it's just really soft. It's almost like a heavy, a thick toothpaste, but it's really soft and sweet, like a date or a fig. And you can do so many things with it, but you can cook with it the exact same way you can with relic garlic. But with this, you can make a paste, you can make a stir fry, you can add it in your smoothie, you can make a garlic butter. That's one of the best ways to do. You make a vegan garlic butter, you mix it up, you put it in the freezer. It will never freeze, but it will stiffen up. And then you can take that to season your vegetables whenever time you want.
You just put a brother on game. Oh wow!
And when you eat black garlic, it's okay to lick your fingers. It's okay.
It's okay. Yeah, it's all right.
It's actually proper etiquette while eating black garlic is to lick your fingers.
I'm educated, man. And it's not going to stink to breath. Because I remember my dad, he had bad, or I should say he still has asthma, but it's controlled. But growing up, his asthma was bad. Several times having to go in the hospital. The only thing that kept it under control was chewing garlic. Like he would have to chew garlic, and his breathing was okay. As long as he chews garlic, he doesn't need inhalers. It's amazing. Garlic is so anti-inflammatory that it really opens up his lungs. So anybody who has asthma, garlic is key. But before you go to the traditional garlic, try Farmer G's black garlic. And give people because he would smell like to high heaven, man. Like it will come out his pores. Like,
well, again, with this, people will know. I eat garlic all the time, obviously, but people won't even know that you have eaten black garlic because it's no different than eating a date or a fig. It's like I said, you don't have that garlic. I mean, it does have a little garlic taste, but you will not have that pungent garlic smell.
Odor,
and just like you said earlier, it's hard to convince. And I've gone to events and people are like, oh no, thank you, it's garlic. It's gonna have me smelling like garlic all day. I was like, no. And I've had people not want to do it, and they would stand around and I would talk to other people, and then they would taste it, and the other people who taste it would have to convince them to try it. And I told them, I said, don't listen to me. Listen to this person right here that I don't know. And once they've traced it, they simply cannot believe it. Now, if you have never tasted black garlic for the first time, I would advise you to pull out a clove just like I did. I took the little spoon and I just pulled it right out of here, and I would eat half of it, and I would savor the taste and just eat it very, very slow. Because what you have to do, you have to calibrate your mind to what garlic tastes like, because your mind thinks it's supposed to have that strong smell, and your mind doesn't believe that it's actually garlic because it tastes so sweet.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
and
love
then
your
eat the other half.
Yeah, I love your banner in the back. You actually listed the properties right there, the
Yeah,
benefits.
yeah, it tells you,
And
inflammation
so
and how.
diabetes, a lot of people don't realize that it's actually good for diabetes too, huh?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, obviously in our channel, we specialize in diabetes reversal. So garlic is something you should be using as much as possible to help you normalize blood sugar levels.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that probably ties to the fact that it lowers your cholesterol,
Mm-hmm.
because we know that as we lower the body fat, we become more sensitive to insulin. So I'm sure there's a lot of crossover on the effects of cholesterol and diabetes.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
Yeah,
pretty amazing.
black garlic doesn't really have any bad side effects, but again, I explain a lot of things on my website. But they do tell you that if you already have low blood pressure, to consult your diet, your family physician, because black garlic will lower your blood pressure,
Blood
and
pressure.
that's
Wow.
what it's all about.
Hey, let's go. Positive side effects.
Right, exactly. Yeah. So that's the one thing about it. It will lower your blood pressure. So if you already have blood pressure, please consult your physician.
So can we say that, as a black box warning, you may need to drop some medications?
We certainly hope so. That's why we're here.
The warning: if you take this product, you may need to reduce your medications.
Right.
And
or you might feel better, or you might be healthier.
You might be healthier.
Right. Yeah.
Food is medicine, man. That's what we preach. And Don C, I just want to acknowledge that he said the best quality by far, 100. Keys 46J says, I know Farmer Don, the black garlic is fire. So you got some fans, man.
Well, it's good to know my customers are out there.
They're out there, man. You got some fans. If you guys have not tried it, we're going to give you an opportunity. We can turn to the website and let people see your website too, right?
Sure. Okay.
Yeah. So just go on the website here, and then we're going to give people the opportunity to know who your market is that you're trying to reach.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, well, we're looking for wholesale distributors all up and down the East Coast, and even in the Midwest or even West Coast. We're all looking for chefs, because this is a really good product for the chefs. Caterers, those who upper end caterers. Bakers for cookies or pastry. I really would like to partner up with someone that makes cookies. I really want to be involved in extremely healthy cookie, a cookie that you would eat it and it really makes you healthy. And of course, anybody who wants to be healthy and have a more productive lifestyle. Those are the people that I really want to reach about it. Yeah. But again, if you go to my website, it also gives you 20 different recipes to try. The black garlic butter is there. The smoothie is there. The different recipes as far as even garlic and London broil, for your meat eaters out there. It's just not for the vegetarian. There's popcorn, tofu. Again, experiment. The ginger and black garlic seared scallops is absolutely amazing. But garlic is one of those things that you can experiment with, and you be healthy at the same time.
Nice. You can actually eat healthy, good tasting food.
Exactly.
That's eating healthy can taste good.
It can taste good. Yeah. Yeah. And
so,
then on the website, it tells you about the health benefits. It tells you about storage. I'm also a contractor. So, I have the black garlic sitting in the pocket of the door of my truck. So as long as you keep it in this container, it doesn't dry out. You would treat it the same way you would say raisins, or if you had a bag, just keep it in a closed airtight container. And I've had garlic in my pocket in my truck for 2 months. It may dry out a little bit, but because I want to see how long it will last. But it doesn't spoil, it doesn't rotten anything, because most of the moisture has already been removed
from it. Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Man, that sounds like something that we need to get our hands on, man.
Right. And you can keep up to your refrigerator. You can keep it up there for 6 months, and if you freeze it, you can keep it up to a year. And again, it will not compromise its flavor or taste or health benefits.
So tell us, man, if I want this stuff, how can I get it?
Well, just email me. We're not set up online yet, but just email me at don@farmer-d.com.
Let me write that actually.
You can get some. To mail order, we actually suggest our chef package. And I can show that to you later. The chef package is 1 pound, 2 ounces. And depending on the size of the bulbs, you might get 10 to 12 bulbs in a chef package. And the chef package shipped is $47 shipped. And we try to do a holiday special this time of year. I know people are spending money on gifts and toys and stuff, but we try to educate people on the benefits of health of black garlic and also get it into as many hands as possible because we want you to try it. And because you get the shelf package, you can just give a couple bulbs to your friends and neighbors and have them try it and, send them to my website, and that would answer any questions that you may have. Or if you have further questions, just email me at don-farmer-d.com.
Yeah, we got the email right there. So we got don@farmer-d.com.
Right. And this is the chef package I was telling you about. It comes a nice big package, and you said it could be 10 to 12 bulbs in there, depending on the size.
Nice.
And this one does have vented holes in it, but when you get it home, it'll come in a Ziploc bag, but we tell you to try to keep it in an airtight container. So that'll preserve it for the long haul.
Yeah, I got my Ziploc bag too.
I see you. Yeah, you go.
Yo, I'm excited. I'm excited to try new things. I want to try the chocolate chip cookies, man.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah.
Actually, the same colleague that tried.
I'm eating some more black garlic. I found some more on the stick.
You found some more? So let's experiment with guys, man. Experiment with this. I would say my colleague that I had try it. She actually noticed it was on a cooking channel that they were talking about black garlic. We have Andre here said that I just ate some black garlic earlier today. Roger Williams said Farmer D's black garlic is sweet and tasty. So yeah, this is something we all should have. If you're health conscious and you like good tasting food, then this is something you should have.
Yeah, well, it's a win-win. Just like you said, our food is our medicine. But I tell everybody, you can have a big house, you can have a whole lot of money in the bank, you can have a fancy car. But if you don't have your health, how are you going to enjoy any of that? So your health insurance is what you put in a bowl or what you put in your glass. That's what you need to focus on, because you work hard, you do all this, and then you leave it for somebody else to enjoy. So why not focus on your health today and not wait until you get diabetes before you make a decision? Why wait until you get high blood pressure before you get a decision? Make a decision. But now is the time. And again, it can be costly to eat healthy, but if you know how to grow your own food, it's not that costly.
Yeah, we need to have a talk on how to grow your own food for sure. I think that's going to help a lot of people. Let's plan to do this again.
Yeah, and the good thing about black garlic, it goes a long ways. I mean, a bulb of black garlic, you can get, you maybe 10 or 12 cloves in that. So, I personally, I ate a clove a day as a vitamin. So this one bulb could last you 2 weeks.
Wow.
You got to think about that. That's not a lot of money when you talk about your health.
It's not, and your health is your wealth. Some wise words, my brother. Wise words, guys. If you haven't gotten the link from the website in the chat, you can scan this QR code to take you to the website. I recommend anyone watching to go ahead and scan it if you have your if you're able to scan it, or screenshot this so you can have a QR code available. And then make sure you contact Farmer D to taste this delicious stuff. Garlic's one of nature's, I'd say, most powerful anti-inflammatory herbs. Okay, turmeric is probably the one that's the most. I would say king. Garlic is a close second. So if you're suffering from diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, arthritis. Okay, am I missing anything? You need to lose weight loss. A lot of times insulin resistance and inflammation. High blood pressure. You should try some of this stuff because it's going to add it's going to make every meal healthier. It's going to boost the health properties of every meal and make it tastier. So yeah, it's a hard sell.
And it's reasonable too. The price is right. It's like 47 for. So this, if you buy this, you're probably going to pay close to about maybe $5 or maybe $4 per bulb. That's no money when you talk about your health, and that's $4 to $5 for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
$2.50 a week. I mean, well, how much is a cup of Starbucks coffee? Like,
I'm telling you, no brainer. Scan the code.
Yes, it's a no brainer. Yeah, and then we're running specials too. We have some T-shirts, and with that they come with some black garlic too. So we will talk about that at the end. But the main thing is that to understand is that how we grow our black garlic. Not all black garlic is the same. That's what you need to understand. How is it grown? What is it grown with? And what is actually put on it? We do composting from materials that we have on site. We do mulching from materials. Everything comes from my farm. The leaves, the mulching, all of that. It comes right from my farm. So we don't use any animal byproducts. Well, no. Don't use any chicken litter, no pig manure, cow manure. A lot of these mulches, these composters, they got all that stuff in them. Heavy metals, and no, we don't do any of that. And the fact that all the garlic that we grow are grown from seeds that were born at my farm. This garlic, his father was born here, and his great-great-grandfather was born here.
Generations of it.
This is when I break into the song. It's a family affair, this and it makes a difference. It makes a difference in the product because it has been disease resistant. I don't spray. I don't have any problem with pesticides, anything. Knock on wood. But pests are they gravitate to plants that are weak. So if you have strong plants, the pests are not interested in them. So when you see a plant that's got a lot of pests on it, it's because the plant is weak. When you come to the farm, you'll see that everything is really, really green because I make sure they get all the micronutrients they need. I'm actually taking it to a whole different level. I'm actually making and producing biochar, and actually that is one of my soil amendments with many, many other things that I do. But I do some companion planting. I just do crop rotation. I do, cover crops, many, many different things. I actually do some no-till, which means you don't go in with a tiller and disturb the soil. Because what you're doing, you're disturbing that family of micronutrients in the ground. So what happens is that they have to start all over again. It's just like running a race, and then somebody takes you back to the starting line. That's what happens.
So you put a lot of love into your product. You got years of experience from your family as a history as a farmer, and this was born from that process.
If you're not going to do it right, don't do it at all. My grandmother has a saying: if it's task is once started, keep on moving. Don't ever stop until it's finished. If it's, you gotta finish it.
Andre has a question here before we close off. And if any guys, this is it. If you have any questions, this is your time before we close off. But Andre asked, when is the next time we will see Farmer D sell black garlic again? Are you talking about locally? Yes. Or
where is he located?
Andre, where are you located?
Oh, it's winter. It's winter time now. I mean, only thing he has to do is just give me an email. I send him something. This is Christmas tree.
I mean, that should answer it for you. You just email Farmer D, and
that's all you got to do. You can get it right now.
Email Farmer D. So it's right there. Look at the comment section. Farmer D. Scan the QR code to the website. Has your email. All right. And Audrey already sent you an email.
Okay, good. Yeah.
So you're gonna hopefully get some.
Hey, tell him I said send me a Cash App or Venmo. I'll ship tomorrow.
Yeah, that's it. Perfect. So, guys, that's about all the time we have for the night. But Farmer D, we're going to do this again. I really appreciate your time with me and sharing your knowledge and encouraging people to eat nature's medicine and garlic.
Yeah, we also have a couple of shirts. If you have a couple of time, you have got a couple seconds.
Yeah, sure. You have shirts too.
Yeah, you can also the shirt that I'm wearing now. It says "Black is beautiful."
Okay.
We have a special on those. It says "Black is beautiful, sweet and savory." Farmer D's black garlic. You get these, and you'll get two. It comes with two cloves of garlic.
Okay, so, I think I'm gonna jump on that.
So you can wear it and eat it too.
Eat it too, bro. I'm gonna represent you, my brother.
We'll ship you that for $40 shipped, and that you can wear it and eat it too. And then we have a different style. It says Farmer D's black garlic. Blacker the garlic, the sweeter the taste.
I love it.
Yeah, so it's whatever you want, and we have. And again, it comes with two bowls of garlic. We have small, medium, large, and extra large. We don't have any double X large, so if somebody wanted, we'd have to do a special order. But yeah, those are our Christmas specials. So, with the shirts and the 2 bowls of garlic. Mm-hmm. What you do? You buy the shirt, give the shirt away, and keep the garlic for yourself. Right. No, we want you to spread the wealth. We really want you to spread the wealth. Get the word out, because we each one teach one, and we have to help each other and have to educate each other. Because when I go to shows, I guarantee you that 90% of the people that I've talked to have never heard of black garlic.
Garlic is true.
90%. Mm-hmm. And the other ones that have heard about it have had the dried black garlic, which is we don't want to talk about that. And then they have purchased other black garlic that is the quality of it is nowhere close to this.
Yeah. So Don C says, I'd like to take advantage of that T-shirt special. Yeah.
Do it. Yeah.
Victor says,
tomorrow.
Yeah. I don't know if you got. I don't know. You could order with the email, but I don't know if you use phone numbers.
Just email me. That makes life so much easier. Yeah. Email me, and I'll send you the.
That's the best way to Victor, to get your garlic. All right. So
send me an email.
Yeah. So Farmer D, thank you again, man. And as a sign off, beloved, I pray above all things that you may prosper and be in good health, even as your soul prospers. We'll see you next week, and everybody enjoy their Thanksgiving.
Thank you all.